Blessings, fam. Listen, I want to share something with you real quick because I want to make sure people understand what wealth is and have an idea of how to build wealth. About 30 plus years ago, a gentleman named Kiyosaki wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, he identified four ways you make money in the United States legally, right? It can be an employee, self-employed, business owner, or investor. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because I have an opportunity. Let me say that again. I have an opportunity where I can teach people how to build leverage from day one. But you got to understand what that means. Got to see what the value of that is. And so that's what we're going to have this conversation about. And I hope you feel like it's a conversation, not me trying to just teach you something, but I want you to think about what we're talking about right now. So as an employee, you're trading your time for dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and put something like this here so that we can see it. I'll do this. I'll put that there. So you're trading your time for dollars, right? And the challenge with trading your time for dollars is that you don't have a whole lot of time. Like you gotta work, eat, sleep, drink, you got all that kind of stuff, work out, whatever you do. You don't have a whole lot of time. You might have 80 years, 90 by way of strength. You don't have a whole lot of time to trade for dollars. Not only that, but you only make money on you. So you have a position, and you don't get paid what you're worth, so to speak. You get paid based on the position. I knew a guy who was a college professor, and he cut meat on the side. So like he was a college professor, and he cut meat on the side. And no knock on his hustle, right? But I'm confident they weren't paying $30 an hour for him to be a butcher. He might have got paid a decent wage as a college professor, but he still needs to make a little extra on the side. And so I'm confident they weren't paying him $30 an hour to be a butcher. So as an employee, you don't get paid based on you. You get paid based on position. You don't have control of your time because they tell you what time you gotta get there, what time you can leave, what time you go to sleep at night, because based on what time you go back to work the next day, that's the time when you go to bed. So they control all those aspects of your life. But not only that, the job controls how much money you make. Because if you make this amount of money, you won't be making that amount of money, right? If you make $20 an hour, obviously it means you're not making $30 an hour. And it's not like you can go into the job and say, hey, you know what? I'm the best bag man that you got. I know I get paid $12 an hour, but I think I should be getting 18. Can you go ahead and handle that? Let me know how that conversation goes, right? So as an employee, no knocking on employees, right? But employees don't have a whole lot of control. So what often happens is people want to get a little bit more control. They want to make a little extra money, so they become self-employed. Here's the position of self-employment though. You now own your job. You're a doctor, dentist, lawyer, hairstylist, whatever you do, landscaper. But the challenge is you still doing the work. Like you gotta do the work. Like if you don't do the work, it doesn't get done. And what if, for some reason, you can't do the work? I know a chef, still a bad cook, but he developed an autoimmune disease that doesn't allow him to stand on his feet. So he was self-employed, and he was a GM for a high-end restaurant. But now he's just making it, and all the money he was making, because he can go down to Atlanta and he would make $30,000 on a weekend. He was that guy, right? But he can't do it anymore because he developed the autoimmune disease that doesn't allow him to stand on his feet. And so what happens if you're self-employed but you can't do the job for some reason? Or you get tired of it, you don't want to do the job for some reason. See, that's where becoming a business owner is beneficial. Because a business owner owns a system. And that system can be duplicated either by marketing and manufacturing. So eventually, the business owner can move themselves back from the production side. They continue to get paid. And I love to use the example of Walmart because we all shop there, right? Now, Sam Walton passed away decades ago. And he left three of his kids and a nephew about $40 billion each, right? Now, let's look at this. Is his kids or his nephew cooking in the chicken in the back, greeting people at the door, hey, how you doing? They don't do none of that. Sweeping the floor, they're not doing any of those things. Who has the amazing network? They do. Who has the amazing lifestyle? They do. Whose kids go to the top top schools? They do. Who does all the work? The employees. My question to you is, if there was a way for you to get on the right side of that equation, right? Where somebody is working and you're getting paid for it. Listen, everybody, all wealth is built by leverage. Let me say this again. All wealth is built by leverage. Now you can get rich by yourself, but to get wealthy, you need leverage. You need to be able to leverage your money, or leverage other people or leverage a system. But what if you don't have a whole lot of money? Or what if you don't know a whole lot of people? How do you do it? Find a system that allows you to do it. And so that's why I'm recruiting right now for our company that allows you to build leverage from day one. Because in most cases, in order for you to build leverage, a system like that, it's going to cost you at least 50 grand. If you're looking at McDonald's, 2.5 million. What if there was a way to do it and it's less than 5? What if there's a way to do it and it's less than 500? What if there's a way to do it and it's less than 200? If you're for the 200, you need to DM me, you inbox me, whatever you need to do, because I have a system that allows you to do that. And then ultimately, we want to teach people how to become investors, because now your money works for you. Listen, your money works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as you got it in the right place, it don't hide from you. It don't get lost, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to protect it these days because the scammers are good. But ultimately, you want to teach people how to have so much assets that now they can sit back and enjoy the good life. And if these things made any sense to you, anything that I talked about makes any sense to you, go ahead and DM me. My name is, you can see my name is Hank. Henry Hank Goodwin. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have a TikTok. I'm not on that often. Inbox me. My number is on Facebook, and we can definitely talk about how you can build leverage and maybe start enjoying more of your life sooner than later. Blessings.